The Portrait Wizard provides an automated way to build great-looking panel pages, manage them on an ongoing basis, and ensure that you have a consistent look for all your portraits throughout the book. When you first click on the Portrait Wizard, you'll be prompted to select a folder or folders of portraits to use for your panel pages. You can also choose to skip this step, in which case you can build blank portrait pages and autoflow your portraits later on. To choose your portrait folders, simply drag and drop them from the left to the right, and then click OK. The Portrait Wizard will now launch. At the top left of the Portrait Wizard, you see Portrait Settings. These are rows and columns, as well as other minor adjustments. At the top right are text settings, including font, size, style, and color for your portrait names, as well as teacher names and headlines. At the lower left are flow settings. Flow settings adjust what happens when one folder ends or one class ends and a new class starts. Do you want to have your new class start in the next photo, on the next line, or on the next page? The Apply and Save settings help you navigate through the Portrait Wizard. And then finally, we have a large layout of the current page over here on the right. Down below, we have navigation of the entire section, and then some help text. In this case, we have 56 portraits in 2 folders. So we'll need 4 pages with the current portrait settings. That means with the current setting of 4 rows and 4 columns, we'll need 4 pages. Click the Apply button to apply the current settings to the current page. You can adjust the rows and columns and see a live update. To add a teacher frame, you can select the number of teacher frames from the Teacher Frame drop-down menu. If the teacher is in the same folder, the checkbox will be checked and the teacher will automatically flow into the current spot. If the teacher is not in the same folder, you can uncheck the checkbox and drag teachers into their positions later on. If you don't choose a large teacher frame and you have teachers in the same folder, they'll flow into the first positions. You can adjust the priority for multiple teachers on the Photos page. Type in a heading to add it to your page and click Apply. You can also adjust the font size, font, and color for your heading. Click Next Page to apply our portraits to the following page. And then make any adjustments and click Apply. In this case, with the current settings, you'll see that we need 3 pages. So we'll click Next, and we'll apply the final selection of portraits to that final page. Once you've got everything exactly how you'd like, you can type in a name and click Save Settings to save your settings and use them in other sections. Click OK to apply the settings to the current section. You can come back into the Portrait Wizard at any time in the future to make additional changes. Any other changes that get made to the portraits, such as adding new students to a class or changing a particular name, will cause the portrait pages to be updated automatically in the background. You'll be prompted, and always make sure that you come back to the Advanced Design page to check out the changes that have been made. Refer to the End User Guide or contact your yearbook provider for more information and assistance.